Hi, I'm Lorraine Currie, the Chief Executive of SCIAF. Every person made in the image of God deserves a good life, a life of peace and fullness. Yet, in the places SCIAF works, poverty makes that almost impossible. Hunger, dirty water, and extreme weather make life relentlessly tough. And for people living with disabilities, these issues make life tougher still. With your support, SCIAF offers long-term solutions and tangible hope for people that need it the most. Each year, we are able to support thousands of people living with disabilities around the world. People like Malaya, Bison and Elvis. Malaya has shown incredible bravery throughout her young life. When she was first born, her head began to swell due to hydrocephalus, a life-threatening condition. But with no treatment available, she was sent home. Then, to make life even tougher, when her diagnosis came to light, Malaya's father abandoned the family. Living in extreme poverty in South Sudan, Malaya faced hunger, isolation, and a daily fight for survival. Thanks to SCIAF's partner SEM, however, everything has since changed. Your support helped fund life-changing surgery across the border in Uganda, giving Malaya a second chance.
If it hadn't been for SCIAF and SEM providing money for my treatment, I would have died a long time ago. I'm alive now thanks to them.
With continued medical care and support to attend school, Malaya's confidence is growing. Her teachers have been trained in inclusive education, ensuring Malaya and everyone in her class is thriving.
I feel happy going to school and reading my books because I know I will have a bright future despite my disability. I want to become a doctor. The SCIAF project has helped me become courageous. SEM staff are so loving, they see me as their own daughter.
Just like Malaya, Bison has faced unimaginable challenges, but with your support, hope has replaced fear. Standing behind his market stall in southern Malawi, Bison shares his story, a stark contrast to the bustling scene around him. He's one of almost 140,000 people in Malawi living with albinism, a condition that affects his vision and puts his skin at risk.
We face a lot of challenges when we don't have sun cream. Direct sunlight causes our skin to turn red. These sores can then become open wounds which can in turn develop into cancer.
98% of people with albinism in Malawi don't live past the age of 40. Skin cancer is the leading cause of death, claiming 80% of lives. On top of that, sight impairments make learning and daily life difficult, trapping people with albinism in a cycle of poverty. Making things tougher still, the brutal stigma around albinism in Bison's community puts him in immediate danger.
When I was attacked, I remember it was night time and I was sleeping. I heard people pushing open the door. They were people in my house. My house has 2 doors, and so by the time the attackers had got in, I was able to sneak out the other door. I was so scared and had many sleepless nights afterwards.
In Malawi, people with albinism face extreme discrimination, isolation and violence, and often extreme poverty. Harmful superstitions, like the belief that body parts from people with albinism bring luck, fuel violent attacks, leaving them vulnerable and afraid. We cannot let people like Bison face this injustice, this horror alone. With your support and our partner Justice and Peace in Malawi, we're providing skills training and grants to people like Bison to help them develop businesses. This then enables people with albinism to earn a living and lift themselves out of poverty.
When Justice and Peace came, they challenged us to believe in ourselves and encouraged us to start a business, so I started selling rice. Slowly, the business began to grow. Then I opened this shop.
With your support, we're also helping change attitudes in communities, working with people like Bison, police, teachers, and leaders to fight stigma, prevent violence, and bring perpetrators to justice. And we're lobbying local governments to provide free sunscreen, a lifeline for people with albinism.
People who once called us names now accept us as people, and sunscreen has become available in our hospitals and health centres. The SCIAF project has helped us quite a lot. I think justice and peace has uplifted my life. I can now help myself and other friends with albinism.
In neighbouring Zambia, we've also been working alongside Elvis for many years, helping him overcome the challenges he's faced. We met him at his rural home, miles down a quiet dirt road. He was surrounded by plants, where he lives with his wife and children. Elvis was brought up in poverty and needed to earn money to pay for his school fees. But a workplace accident left him with a permanent disability, chronic pain, and little hope of providing for his family.
It was challenging to get clothes for my family. I couldn't pay for medicines or my children's school fees.
Life with a disability in rural Zambia is really tough. Isolation can be constant, with rough, unpaved roads making walking even shorter distances impossible. Public facilities like schools and hospitals are poorly set up for those with additional needs. And fetching water and growing food is often exhausting, leaving many people with disabilities begging for money. Thanks to your generosity, however, SCIAF's partner, Caritas Kabwe, gave Elvis the support he needed to rebuild his life so he could help himself and his family. A wheelchair not only restored his mobility, it enabled him to access training in organic farming, which then gave him the skills he needed to grow food in a plot near his home. Now, Elvis cultivates a thriving vegetable garden and even manages a small orchard which he uses to raise an income.
I used to grow only one crop, but I've since adapted, diversified, and now sell other crops too. Today we have breakfast, lunch and dinner. We have a sofa in the house, a TV, and plenty of clean clothes.
Malaya received life-saving surgery. Bison found acceptance in his community. Elvis learned new skills to provide for his family. These incredible transformations were only possible because of people like you. Unfortunately, however, there are many more people like Malaya, Bison and Elvis who are in desperate need of support. That's why in all of our projects around the world, we tackle exclusion, inequality, stigma and discrimination head on. But we need your help for this transformative work to continue. With your donation today, we can break the cycle of poverty and help people build a brighter future for themselves and their families. Will you join us in upholding dignity for all? We need your support to help people around the world live with dignity, opportunity and hope. Thank you.